सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today is Acharya's Day. Acharya means the man who teaches what he lives. Please understand, a disciple is not bound to live what he learns. He has a freedom to discriminate. A master or an incarnation is not bound to live what he teaches. He is beyond. But an acharya has to live what he teaches, and he has to teach only what he lives. Understand? Ramakrishna tells a beautiful story. One day a boy was taken to a doctor. By mother. Mother is complaining to the doctor, "Sir, he is eating too much sugar and sweets. Please advise him not to do." The doctor said, "Please come next week, I will talk to him." So the next week, mother came with a son. Doctor said, "Don't eat too much sweet, it is not good for health," and he advised the son. He was also ready to listen. He sent them. Mother, before leaving, asked, "You could have told this last week itself. Why did you make me come second time?" Doctor says, No. Till last week even I used to eat too much sweet. I myself eating too much. If I tell this to him, my words will not have power over him. So I need to practice at least for a week. Only then I should tell him. I practiced for a week. Now I have the right to tell him. I told. He is able to listen. Ramakrishna tells this story. How? Only a person who practices should teach. But if you see in his own life, he himself will teach which he never practices. And he will tell people also, "I am different, you are different, you do that." Please understand, neither a master, an incarnation is bound to live what he teaches, nor a disciple who learns is bound to live what he learns, but an acharya is bound to live what he teaches. Understand the science of teaching. I am giving you an important clue on important truth about teaching. When a man teaches, actually, it is the process of completing himself. That is why every time after a ASP, LBP program, our teachers feel so full, fresh, alive, complete. It's a process of completing. Please understand. When you share some truth and it clicks with the students, you feel tremendous relief. Understand? Whenever you feel relief, in that empty space, fresh energy fills and you are raised to the higher level of verbalization. Please understand? Whenever you teach and that clicks with the student, that click will happen only if you are practicing the truth. Please understand? I am describing exactly what happens when a normal man teaches. When he teaches, if the truths click with the student, if they feel, wow, right. If they get it, the students leave master complete. Students leave teacher complete. In that completion, teacher feels a tremendous restful awareness. He feels an empty space where the fresh energy comes, and that fresh energy leads you to the higher level of verbalization. That is why the more and more and more you teach, your way of teaching becomes more crisp, solid and strong. I tell you, teaching is the best profession if you can live that. It's the best lifestyle if you can live that. In some of the monasteries I have seen, people will fight for pujari job because that job itself becomes spiritual practice. I tell you, the acharya work itself is a fulfillment. Because every time when you teach and it clicks with the student, you have a big relief. And new empty space for the higher level of verbalization. That click with the student will happen only if you are living. Please understand, only if you are living those truths, you will be a current teacher. Otherwise, you will be a dead teacher. I know how many dead teachers are there all over the world. Only if you are living those truths, applying, practicing, you will have the updated understanding, you will be a currency. Be a currency, not a real estate. Real estate value may increase, but useless for emergency. Useless for day-to-day life. Only the currency is useful every day. So an acharya has to be living every day. Whatever he teaches, for example, an LBP acharya, the 7 major concepts only he is teaching. Fantasyless Muladhara is a fulfillment. Fearless Swadhisthana is the ecstasy. Worryless Manipuraga is peace. Sharing love, the heart which pours, is a ultimate excitement. The non-comparing Vishuddhi is a unique energy. Egoless Anya is an ultimate mystery. Grateful Sahasrara is the complete fulfillment. These are the 7 truths they teach. Every day go on, grind yourself with that 7 truth. Every moment, while you are walking, talking, driving, sitting, watching TV, movie, any time, go on grinding yourself with these 7 truths. So naturally you will have new ideas to live those 7 truths. New way of telling those 7 truths. Just now, how I express 7 truths, I have never expressed in the same way earlier. I have suddenly redefined the whole ASP. Whatever you are teaching, same truth, suddenly I put it in a complete new way. If you look back, oh God, the whole ASP is over in the seventh statement. And the way never you thought about it. Because I am living it. That's the reason. New way of expressing. Understand, for you also. When you are living it, you will have the new way of expressing. And naturally, you will feel the higher and higher level of verbalization. A teacher who is able to feel the student click with the truth he is teaching will leave the student complete and leave himself complete. When you are complete, you will feel tremendously relieved. The old verbalization will leave your system and create a new space for the higher verbalization. Master feels complete even if he does not live what he is teaching because he is complete. And he leaves student complete even if he does not practice what he is teaching because it is coming from complete fulfillment. He is in the highest visualization and verbalization. So, as far as the master is concerned, he neither need to practice, he doesn't even need to teach. He can just sit. His very presence will be completing himself and others. But when it comes to acharyas, living makes the student catch the truth, click with the truth, student is left complete and teacher is also left complete. Understand? Live. That is my message for acharyas today. If you are a pujacharya, again, live in that sacred sentiment again and again and again. While you sit in the chair, feel that asana, chair in which you are sitting, is offered to the Lord who is residing in your heart. Asanam samarpayami. Put your body. When you take bath, snanam samarpayami. Because the Lord is in your anandagandha. Before eating the food, tell yourself, naivedyam nivedayami. When you wash your mouth, tell yourself, achamaniyam samarpayami. When you do all the things for your own body, tell very clearly, it's offered to the consciousness which is residing in this body. Because after the consciousness leaves, nothing will be done to your body. Last time it will be done by somebody else. Before they put that into fire or mud. As long as that consciousness is inside, only then all these things are done. That consciousness is master, is God. That consciousness is one with the energy which you are worshipping every day. Pratyagatmam Brahma. Please understand. The soul which you experience as you is cosmos. Even while you experience that as you. The individual soul, the Pratyagatma, For example, there is a huge ocean. One beach you buy, a small property of the beach you buy, and you claim that beach, the ocean which touches that beach, that area is yours. Even while you claim that part of the ocean is yours, it is connected to ocean. Same way, you bought this body, and the consciousness, ocean, touches this body. You claim that part as yours. Even while you claim that part of the consciousness as yours, it is connected to the cosmic consciousness. Pratyagatmam Brahma. What you experience as individual soul is God. So who is responsible for you walking? The individual soul inside. So it is God. Morning when you wake up, tell yourself, Suprabhatam. While you wash your teeth, Achamaniyam samarpayami. While you eat, Naivedyam nivedayami. While you wash your mouth again, Punarachamaniyam samarpayami. When you put your cloth on the body, Vastram samarpayami. Live in that sacred sentiment of puja. That is what you are taught in Manasa Puja. Hritvatmamasanam dadyat sahasrarachyutam mritai bhadyam charanayor dadyat manastu argyam nivedayet tena amritena achamaniyam snaniyam tena chasmritam agasatatvam vastram syat gandasyat gandatatvaham chittam pragalpayet pushpam tejas. All the auspicious things of your own, you are offering it to the superconsciousness. Live with that sacred sentiment. When you live, you will leave the student complete and yourself complete. Pujacharya is an amazing method of raising yourself to the higher and higher levels of visualization. Dhyanacharya means ASP Acharya is a method to leave you to the higher level, raise you to the higher and higher levels of verbalization. Leaving you to the higher and higher levels of verbalization and visualization. Is the purpose of making you as LBP Acharya or Pujacharya. Of course, Yoga Acharya, again, only if you live, you will be able to teach. If you are not able to bend your body, you will not be able to teach. Same way, Jnanacharya. Only if you live, you will be able to share new, higher truths. So understand, Acharya means a man who lives what he teaches. Because he is living what he is teaching, he makes disciple click the student click with the truth. When it clicks, when a student catches it, he leaves the student complete. Because of that, he feels complete. Because of his completion, the new empty inner space is created where the higher level verbalizations happens. So, I bless all the acharyas to raise yourself to the higher and higher levels of verbalization. And everybody else try to become an acharya as early as possible, because that's one of the best way of spiritual practice. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.